deliver on his campaign promises as international financing bodies rein in on his administration. Hamana Manyora states that the continued reforms from international finance institutions like the International Monetary Fund, IMF, and World Bank, some that have been implemented like subsidies, will make it difficult for Ruto's administration to live up to its campaign promise. President Ruto, however, in its latest review of his performance after 100 days, indicated that his government had made immense steps in fully delivering on its manifesto.
On the list of the things that were faulting the government of Uhuru Kenyatta for was uncontrolled debt. And they said they were not going to incur any debt. But in the short span of like 100 days, they have had hundreds of billions of debts from IMF, somewhere in Korea, South Korea, where, and there is no stopping. So they promised heavily that they would not borrow more. Instead, they are now on a borrowing spree. So is it a question of doublespeak? Is it a question of coming to face with the reality? Or is it, as people like us see, a question of the IMF and the World Bank and the other big boys from the West, you know, pushing them, an invisible hand? Because if you stop borrowing, you can only be a friend of the World Bank. You can only be a friend of the World Economic Order, because they want countries to be indebted, to be in debt. And that's how the world economy runs. And therefore, I suspect strongly that all these things are the invisible hand of IMF and World Bank.
Former workers of the recently revived Mumias Sugar Factory